As the administration tries to restore the tarnished reputation of the Energy Star program, the EPA stresses that the program enabled consumers to save 30% on their electric bills last year. That's the greenhouse gas equivalent of 30 million vehicles. In Washington, Dipka Bhambhani, Clean Skies News. Dowling says to drive up demand, the bulb needs to compete on all levels with what Americans are used to, in particular, the 60-watt incandescent that fills the market today. Most experts agree that when the LED hits the residential market, though, it's expected to capture a large market share almost immediately. It's expected to take over the incandescent market over 40 watts and most, if not all, CFLs, which now make up about 15% of the U.S. lamp market. In Washington, Dipka Bhambhani, Clean Skies News. For now, though, regardless of the British health findings, look for incandescents to be completely gone within 5 years, replaced in part by LEDs. In Washington, Dipka Bhambhani, Clean Skies News. Because of the strong government push to create a smart grid, the technology market is expected to double to $42 billion within 4 years. In Washington, Dipka Bhambhani, Clean Skies News. Water bottles made of plants and utensils made of recycled materials, the government is well on its way to going green. But nowhere will it be more evident than the Capitol dome itself. The Obama administration has made it very clear that it wants renewable fuels in the national portfolio. One source the Energy Department is cultivating is algae. For some, algae are simply pond scum or seaweed. The Obama administration is spending millions of dollars on algae research. Here, at the Department of Energy, policymakers and scientists are optimistic, but certainly aware of the limitations. Aimed at capturing carbon dioxide from fossil plants. Now, many field developers say the process is so new it's difficult to find engineers and equipment to process the algae at a commercial scale. DOE is planning to help with those challenges. It's organizing a consortium of public and private biomass experts and developers. U.S. and Chinese officials may have made some progress on climate change mitigation in Washington, but the real barometer will be Copenhagen. Reporting from Washington, I'm Dipka Bhambhani with Clean Skies News. What do you get when you put a clean energy investor, a utility, a scientist, and a couple of policymakers in a room in Washington these days? A pretty lively discussion about whether the market or the government will be the one to launch the clean energy revolution. Today at the National Press Club in Washington, key energy leaders said they don't want the government to drive the new clean energy economy.
And not sort of command and control role.
Dr. Arun Majumdar also participated in the discussion. He's the director of the Energy Department's ARPA-E and says projects are pouring into his agency. He says the U.S. still has the best research and development infrastructure in the world, leading in innovation, and more students than ever are interested in the energy field.